Hello again. We got a big shipment of lights a while ago, and it was reminding me of how big a factor light plays into the ladder. If you haven't found out yet, Terry and Tommy are both very obsessed with narrative and story in an escape room. And I think the reason that lights play such an important part in a place like this is because in a really kind of hectic escape room environment where you're trying to solve things and do as much as possible, the way to get your attention to watch a story or see some sort of plot, in our case, is going to be by dimming down a lot of the lights and then raising the lights on something very specific. So I think for that reason, the direction that lights give players is a lot of why we're so obsessed with it. So I wanted to show you this. Terry is actually going to take us through and tell you just kind of how much light is going to be shed upon this giant escape room. It's going to be a light episode. Enjoy.
I imagine one of the most complicated lighting grids that ever existed in an escape room. We have truly hundreds of lights in different configurations, thousands if you can count all the LEDs, that are going to be directing people's attention. So laser lights back there, we've got spotlights, we've got Edison bulbs, we've got a fog machine and fog juice, because while each room has, its practical lighting, the lighting that you would actually see in an office, the theatrical lighting, the lighting that helps us tell the story, and also the task lighting, the lighting that helps to illuminate the things that you're going to do. Now all the rooms also have animation lighting, the ability for us to create animating effects on various surfaces using thousands of LEDs. So this is the 1980s room. If you look up, you see that the ceilings have been painted black, and that's because in this room we don't really want people looking up. We're going to want them looking down. All those interesting lighting effects are going to be coming out of the floor in this room. It presents a very serious problem. How do you create a floor that people can walk on with thousands of lights that are going to be illuminating them from underneath their feet? And how do you support that floor and hide the fact that you've got a million cables and actually down there?
It's an interesting challenge, but this is the thing I'm most excited about.
Yeah, I think it'll be really cool when it's done. And in addition, this room is going to be covered in lights all around the walls because this room will be wrapped in silicone and blinking LEDs. These are all screens that look out onto the city you are lording over when you are running the corner office of this corporation. And that means that we're having to construct an entire digital city that will interact with you. Here is a non-textured version of the 1960s room. We've also got this fun ceiling grid that was designed by Jared. This is in order to be able to create animation with lights. So that means we have to have access to basically pixels to create these grid-like structures. But again, it's 1960s, so it can't look like LED pixels. We've got to find a way to kind of mask it and make it interesting. So one of the ways that we've done that is that Jared came up with kind of a masking that will give us a nice 60s Las Vegas effect while still providing us enough pixel density to do the painting you want to do.
As usual, folks, we're doing the 10% off Lab Rat. With this code right here, it's still running, and I'll see you next time. Bye. There is a part in the beginning where the floor shakes and it sounds like it's an earthquake and it feels like it's an earthquake, and they've actually bought a little audio device a little bit bigger than a hockey puck, and it's supposed to take an audio feed and turn it into vibrations with the low frequencies of it.